everyone? You're tuning in. Ill Factory, your number one source for us.
It's just like how night. I'm not gonna say, but same situation at another station. Expect me to freestyle with no beat.
Listener supported 91.5, the Rebel HD2, KUNV Las Vegas, the broadcast service of UNLV, and it's been a busy day. So, very apologetic for everything that's going crazy. But no, we got a very special guest in the studio. As we already mentioned, we got co-host Marion Wright. We got Hip Family Chris.
What up, guys?
That was good. Anyways, we're going to get into this interview real fast, but thank you first and foremost for coming out. Yeah, we appreciate you. Always a pleasure. So what have you been up to? I know you're in school right now.
Yep, I'm in school, working. I've been doing a lot of videos lately.
A lot of videos.
Yeah, a lot of videos actually. So I have a lot of stuff under my belt right now.
He's working.
Definitely. So tell me about. I was introduced to you as Bunzai. That's how I met you. So I mean, you were doing music, and I really liked that track that you had. I think Christian did the video for you, and it was like your little brother was in it.
Oh, Inside of You.
It was like really good. So what made you first fall in love with music or hip hop?
Well, at a young age, my cousin Jericho, he introduced me to hip hop. And that's when it started. I was about 10, and he showed me, I think it was a Nas album at the time. And that's when it started. And initially, I started making music just because my cousin, Marion, was making music at the time. So that's what made me interested. And I tried it, fell in love with it, started rapping, and then eventually started making beats.
Which he's nice at.
Yeah. You're multi-talented, dude.
So and then now I'm doing videos. So
which he's nice at.
So I'm doing a lot of things right now.
No, for sure. So tell me about like when you were discovering your rap career or just making your own music.
It definitely taught me a lot about the industry. And how things work. It definitely gave me a new appreciation for music as well. I feel like you can't. People that don't make music don't see it the way people that do make music see it.
Very true.
What I mean? And that's something that's special and that nobody can ever take away from us. So that's what I discovered from that journey.
Definitely. And then I know you were talking about production. You had a track off of T-Rab's album, right?
Yeah, I did. What
song was it again?
I forgot. I know it's the outro track, but I can't remember what the song is called.
Okay.
But I did that. I sent Christian the beat actually, and he passed it off to T-Rab. And
I got a story about this beat, man.
Let me hear it.
Like, so this dude's playing me beats, and he plays me that beat, and it was a little different. Like the snare had a delay on it, so it had more of a bounce.
Okay.
And we're playing it for like 2 minutes. I'm sitting there like vibing to it, freestyling. I'm like, I want that. He's like, nah, man, that's Ravs. I said, why'd you even play it?
He said, no,
I'm like, come on, man, family, dude. Like, I don't get first dibs. Guess not.
Yeah.
That's actually happens a lot, to be real.
Really?
He'll play like all his hottest beats, and then he'll say it's taken already or he sent it out already. I'm like, why are you even playing
That's
it?
Mean.
So yeah, I get left with the secondaries.
So you do work for him too?
I don't work for him, but
I
work with him. Yeah, a lot of the time. I show him a lot of beats, and a lot of the ones that he does pick, they're taken already. So that's how that works.
But it's funny because the ones I do pick, they're never done. It's normally just a sample and drums, and then we'll go in.
And build it out.
And build out.
Yeah, talk to me about like production. What is your process when you go into it? Because everyone has a different way of going about it.
Yeah, when I first started making beats, maybe 2 years ago, I would start with the sample first.
Okay.
And then build around the sample. But now, lately, I haven't been sampling.
Okay.
I've been doing all of my stuff on the keyboard. And I've been pushing myself to use the keyboard more and no samples. So that's pretty much how I do it now. I start with the sound on the keyboard, and then I build the drums, and then I usually either send it to somebody or I, wait on it for a little bit and then build it then.
Okay, that's what's up. Are you like a crate digger when you used to sample?
I guess you could say that. I didn't literally go to the crates. I would go to like Goodwill or something because they don't have crates there.
Yeah, of course.
And dig through the records there. Shelves. I guess
Shelf
you could call
digger.
it shelving.
He's a shelver.
But to be honest, after spending a lot of money on records, I kind of just went digital and started taking stuff off of YouTube. So that's how I sample now, quote unquote sample.
No, that's what's up. So I mean, obviously, like you've seen multiple sides of the music industry, which I
Right.
think is really interesting about you, especially since you're so young. How old are you?
21.
21.
Yep.
So now you're doing music videos,
Mm-hmm.
and you did a really crazy video for these guys back here.
Yeah.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
talk to me about how you started playing with that, because it's like every time I look up, you're doing something different, and you're good at it.
Right. So with videos, it's kind of funny how it landed on my lap. Christian Astorga was supposed to do a video for Marion last summer.
Like 13 videos actually.
Yeah, there was supposed to be a
That
lot of
sounds
videos,
like
but
him.
something fell
It
through.
really
So
does.
he asked me to do.
He
a
was
video
always
for
in
him.
school or in Hawaii.
Yeah, just
Or just
doing something,
BSing.
doing something
Yeah.
crazy. But yeah, he was. He asked me to do a video for him, and I was like, bro, I don't know how to do video. I've never done videos before.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, you got to figure it out. So he gave me a camera, and on the way to California, where we are gonna shoot the video,
Yeah.
I learned how to use the camera. And once we got to location, then it was shoot
Oh, you
time
talking about
for Light It Up.
Wow, yeah, that was a crazy experience.
Yeah,
Talk
that
about
was.
it.
We literally so we wanted to get sunrise, so we're like we gotta leave at midnight so we can get there at 5 and catch the sunrise at the observatory. And literally everyone got at the house at 11 o'clock, and we all just played with the camera for an hour.
Yeah. It was
And it's not like we could have played with it on the way, pause, because we couldn't charge the batteries.
Yeah.
So like we literally had an hour to mess with it, waited 5 hours, and then had to get there and learn everything while the sun's rising.
Yeah, that was crazy. It was definitely something I'll never forget, just cause the experience and
Yeah.
what we learned on that trip, and yeah, it was.
It was
dope.
fun. I don't think we slept. I think it was a 3-day trip, and we slept 4 hours.
Yeah,
So do the math.
we
4 hours.
Yeah.
we didn't really
4
plan it
hours
out.
in total?
32
on the
hours
way there,
straight,
we
yo.
didn't have a place to sleep, so we weren't really thinking about that.
Suhei, yeah, we had a friend like I had a homegirl who was like just really about it, and she just like come stay at the hotel, and boom, gave us the hotel.
Yep.
She even left drinks and like smokes for us and stuff like that. And then yeah, I mean, boom, we literally slept and woke up at 3 in the morning so we could head to El Matador Beach and shoot the other scene. And then
Yeah, and then that was it. That was a wrap after that.
we had to go pick up Deja and do the
Oh right, yeah, we weren't done. Yeah,
We weren't
We were
done.
shooting all day, and then we went home.
Yeah.
and went straight to editing.
straight to editing.
Yeah.
Definitely. And while I have you both talking, tell me about Hit Family. What is Hit Family? Explain.
Hit Family is a film production company. Something that was founded the day we shot Light It Up. We founded it in the hotel. We kind of it was just kind of like a random thing that we said like, yo, this is gonna be like Hit Family, like whatever
Yeah.
video, and that's how it started. And now we have a couple other members, and we're focusing on film, doing music videos, short films, eventually a feature film in the future.
Yeah.
So that's what we do.
Yeah.
Marion.
Other artists.
Who else is part of? I mean, like we got like the crew. A lot of people in Flow Deep that did media already. We just kind of like grandfathered them in. And then my brother, he's doing a lot of like extra camera work, and he's like an apprentice. And then my other cousin Jay, he's another set of eyes and ideas and just handling the camera as well. But mainly like it's Chris does a lot of the directing, and then he'll do the editing too. I'll do a majority part of the editing too. But it just depends like whose idea or who came up with the treatment, who will finish like the editing process. But mainly like direction is all under Chris.
Definitely. So like filming is already its own thing, but editing is a whole nother
Definitely.
ballpark. So how did you learn about that?
Kind of how I learn about other programs. I just dive in, spend several hours learning how to do it, going on YouTube. That's the thing about our generation, is that we have so much at our fingertips that it's crazy. Like we could learn how to do something or learn how to use a program within 6 hours of just researching. So I would just dive in and start editing videos, and that's how it started. And Marion too, it's crazy because he edited the whole documentary, which is, I don't know, I think it's like 56 minutes, which is it's crazy. And prior to doing Light It Up, we had no editing experience whatsoever.
None. I had no idea how to use. The only experience I had was editing music. You know what I'm saying? And we were using Apple products, so like it kind of was intuitive, but a lot of it was just new.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was new.
A lot of YouTube tutorials.
For
Definitely.
sure. Definitely. And since we're talking about the documentary now, Marion, what parts did Chris play in the message particularly? Like,
You know, he did a lot of the interviews. He filmed a lot of the interviews, asked a lot of the questions. He did a lot of the filming for like studio sessions along with Christian. I mean, it was a 2-year process as far as grabbing footage, but when we were grabbing footage, we didn't really have we didn't want to do a documentary. It was more just getting footage and making little web series for every song we were doing.
Nice.
And then when we did Light It Up, we were kind of just messing around the car like, yo, I want to make a documentary.
Yeah.
And then boom, 6-8 months later,
we had a documentary.
we had a documentary.
Nice, nice.
That's so cool. And my favorite part about that documentary is that voice in the beginning, though.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's you.
Hey, no,
That's
but
not Kaylin.
Oh, it's Kaylin. What
Yeah.
part?
The very beginning.
Oh, in the the new edition.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The new addition to you, but for them, it's
For
the
them.
only addition.
Right. I thought you were talking
so
about
shout
Drew.
out to you guys.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't watched the whole documentary yet because I haven't been able to sit down and watch it. I know, and if you guys haven't seen it, let them know where they can see it because the stream closes.
Stream closes on Friday night.
Okay.
It's you can find it at MarionWright.com/themessage, and or YouTube Marion Wright The Message, and it's up there, man. And like I said, it's up for stream for free right now, and then on Friday we'll close it down and lock it, and you got to donate to watch at that point.
Okay.
But you can donate a penny if you want, and it'll open up. It'll send you the password so you can watch it. But we also have the DVDs on sale, and I'm closing it on Friday. I want to give it a week, but also because I wanted to kind of give it that exclusivity, so people kind of have to rush to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Definitely.
just like movies in theaters, they don't last for that long. It's like 3 weeks, and then they on to the next. So
Exactly.
same idea.
For sure. So tell me a little bit more about like your interest in, now it's more than just music videos, it's film. So how did you get interested in that?
I've always been interested in film.
Yeah.
I recently switched my major to film to visual media at Nevada State College. So that's kind of what pushed me to start doing films.
Okay.
I'm just really in love with the behind the scenes work of the camera, what goes on into post, and everything that goes on into making a movie. I just like that it's collaborative and it's not focused on one person. It's just you're working with a bunch of people to create one thing, which is incredible to me.
Right.
Definitely. And then with your like video treatments and your directing, tell me about like the visions that you've had with some of your videos. I know like the one that you did for them. Where did that even come from? Why did you choose that?
Man, it's hard to say. We had I don't know, maybe like 4 meetings prior to shooting that video, and we were just all bouncing ideas back and forth, constantly like coming up with new ideas, like, oh, this doesn't fit here, we should move this here. So I like collaborating with the artist when I write treatments. I don't like to do it all myself just because it's the artist's vision as well. It's not just mine. So I like to see what they want. And for Kingdom Come specifically, man, the meetings that we had were intense. Like, we had a meeting like 3 days before the shoot, I think, finalizing it. And yeah, I think it came out dope.
Oh, it came out way more than dope.
I was like really surprised. Not that I didn't expect that, but I was just like, wow, it was really good.
Yeah.
I mean, for the whole thing behind Hit Family 2 is like, we're not like a company that's gonna, have all these red cameras and, like a poor craftsman blames his tools. We're not those kind of people. We use what we got. Like, a lot of the documentary was shot with like one lens.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't really, I don't want to say care, but we'll use what we have and make it look dope.
Right.
And that's the thing is like, we actually take the effort in doing the post editing.
Right.
A lot of people will get the best equipment possible, shoot with that, and think like it's gonna make it happen. Like, and then they'll go post edit and it's whack. They're lazy. Like, that's one thing I think about Hit Family is different, is we're not lazy when it comes to that post editing part, which is the most important part because that's the film.
Right. And I think for us, it's just we care so much about the craft that we won't let a video or whatever we produce be whack. We don't. It's our name is gonna be on it, so we don't want to tarnish our image by being lazy with an edit or lazy with something.
Yeah.
We want to make sure we give 100% in everything we do.
Yeah. Chris has said no to a couple artists.
Have you?
Yeah.
That was going to be my like following question. How do you go about artists that you choose to work with? I mean, obviously that's your cousin, and then you have your homies or whatever. But
Right.
how do you go about that?
I like to work with professional artists. I've actually unfortunately had a lot of unprofessional meetings these past few weeks, which kind of it made me learn a lot. But I want to make sure that the artist is on the same page with me, just to make sure that the end product is what we both want, because there's nothing more that I hate than wasting time.
Of course.
So with artists that I choose, I mean, I have to feel the song as well. I have to like the song, because I can't sit there and edit to a song that I absolutely hate. So that's one of the main things. I have to like the song, and the artist has to be professional.
Okay, that's fair.
Too. Yeah.
Definitely, and it's funny that everything that you like talk about, immediately I have a question like right after. So I was thinking as you were saying that, like how, you know, creativity in general, like it doesn't matter if it's musically, like visually, any of that. And this goes for both of you because you were editing and all of that for your documentary. Do you think being a musician or an artist in that sense, do you think that it had an influence on the way that you go about like your visuals and stuff? Do you know what I'm saying?
Of course. I mean, the only difference between visuals and like a person who writes music is visuals. So you literally have to understand that you're attacking two senses at this point versus one. So it's almost like perfection is even at an all-time higher like rate. You know what I'm saying? And the type of artist I am, I actually like to leave imperfections in music or graphic design or videos. There's little slight imperfections that a lot of people won't catch, but you know what I'm saying, it just gives it that edge. I actually learned that from Kanye West. But yeah, like the process is really the same, and it's just perfection, man. Just trying to get it, and because of the fact that it's a visual, you have to make it come out dope because they're watching at this point. Right. You know what I'm saying? So.
And Chris, you too.
Yeah, I definitely think with the music background that I have, I think it definitely helps me when I do visuals now. I feel like if I didn't have that musical background, I wouldn't have the same eye that I have now, for sure.
That's interesting.
Or the drive to make something dope.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For sure, I'm sure you understand because you were in that boat as well. So what do you think that you're bringing to Las Vegas or just the industry in general that is different? What makes your style
I just think
unique?
it's my creativity. I think honestly that's what separates us all apart from each other, is your creativity and how you use it, because we're all born different, and it's just how you use your creativity that makes you different from other people. So I feel like if I bring my own ideas to the table in regards to video, then no matter how the video comes out, it's going to be different from whatever anybody else is going to do.
Right. I like that.
Confidence too, man. I think at this point the whole squad is just really confident with what they're putting out.
Yeah.
And it's not even like on this local scale. Like I really feel like we're up there with some of the best people that are making music and videos in the industry. You know what I'm saying? We have the ideas. We might not have the equipment, but we have the ideas, and we still make it happen no matter what. Right. We'll find ways. And yeah, man, I think it's, as far as what we bring different, it's like you said, the creativity, but also the passion behind it.
Right.
Like when I write music, I'll never have like I don't want to say a whack line, but I won't just put filler lines in. You know what I'm saying? So with visuals, it's the same thing. We won't just have something to fill in just to put it there. Like every second counts.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because it be that 2 seconds that they not feeling, and they'll cut it off, and they'll miss the rest of the video or the song.
Definitely. And now I want to open up the floor before we get into our final questions for Marion.
Right. What's up?
Ask you anything he has.
Oh yeah, actually.
Always ready.
Nah. One of my questions is, what are you gonna do to advance yourself in film? Because a lot of people get stagnant.
Right.
So when you reach that level, what are you gonna do?
That's a good question. I'm not sure. I just think that with everything I'm doing now, as far as pushing myself, creatively and editing wise, I think that it's impossible to just stay stagnant. If you just if you constantly push yourself, then I don't understand how you can become stagnant. The only way to become stagnant is if you're complacent with where you're at right now. So I think that's the only way to stay stagnant.
Right. So what makes Hit Family above the rest?
That's a good question too. I think our drive and our passion for art is what separates us from everybody else. I feel like, especially the day of the premiere for The Message, I feel like everybody could feel our passion and everybody could feel our energy in that room, and I just think it's undeniable.
Yeah, it definitely inspired a lot of different artists, which was great to see. Like artists I look up to, just compliment me or compliment us. You know what I'm saying? And really tell us how inspired they are to even do more. You know what I'm saying? Like that's huge to me. Like with Brian DeLeon, he's a graphic artist and he's done stuff for Neo and a whole bunch of artists. You know what I'm saying? And for him to look at me and tell me he's proud of the team we have and he's inspired by it, that's like big. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, for sure.
So what can we expect from you next? What are you working on?
Definitely a lot of music videos. Be on the lookout for the Kingdom Come video. That's coming soon.
Couple weeks.
Definitely a lot of music videos. A lot of music from me and Marion for sure. Maybe a feature film in the future. Maybe another documentary.
How are you gonna transition out of?
We'll see.
Music?
I don't know. I have a lot of things that I'm working on right now. I'm working on a film. It's to be announced, but that's what I'm working on now. Definitely a lot of visuals and a lot of art from me and from Hit Family.
Yeah,
That's
it's dope.
what's up.
To be real, it's like to just be able to fly with it from last August when we picked up a camera and fly with it. Like it's a lot of Red Bulls because we flying, man. We ain't come down yet.
No, that's what's up. So do you have any last comments that you want the people to know? Where can we find you on social media?
First of all, I want to thank Ill Vibe for bringing me out. It's a pleasure to be here.
Pleasure is ours.
Thank you, Marion.
No doubt.
Yeah. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at HitFamilyChris. That's HitFamilyChris.
Or the brand Hit Family. We got shirts coming soon.
We have.
Look out for that. Join the family because it's really like we wanna have everybody feel like they're part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a movement.
Yeah. The thing with Hit Family is we wanna inspire other artists and other people as well. We just want people to feel our energy and our presence and just let that inspire them to do what they want to do in their life. So, yeah, that's pretty much what Hit Family is.
It's an honor to have you here.
Yeah,
thank you so much for following through. And you were like so on it. I was like, Christian, I need Chris on the show Wednesday. Make it happen.
Yeah.
And you came. So thank you. I really appreciate it.
No
it's
problem.
an honor. Any final thoughts?
Man, Friday, if y'all ain't doing nothing, come out downtown to Commonwealth. Your boy might be on the Life is Beautiful bill.
Which is huge.
It's huge, yeah, it's dope. And they're giving me an opportunity Friday to show big downtown CEO presidential runners what I got. And it's a long time coming because I felt like I was shorted 2 years ago when I did have the opportunity to do it.
Yeah.
But timing's everything. Everything happens for a reason. I feel like I'm more seasoned now. So come out. It's dope. We about to turn up, cuz. That's all I'm going to
Wish
say.
we could be there. Man, but thank you so much again for coming out. We really appreciate it. And like you said, follow him at Hit Family Chris.
That's correct.
If you'd like. And we'll be posting this interview on illvibetheory.com. But we're going to get back into the music. We got Fashawn with Out the Trunk featuring Busta Rhymes. Keep it locked, Ill Vibe.